Major Dragon Ball Super spoilers for chapter 67 of the manga coming up in this video. Hope y'all are having a great day. And this manga chapter is taking some very unexpected turn of events, although one of the turn of events is somewhat expected. So if you don't want to be spoiled, click off the video now. This is your last warning. We're going to get into it right now. Spoilers with images of chapter 67 of the manga. So let's go ahead and get right into it, courtesy of DBS Hype, as well as some translations from Herms about some things we're going to talk about here in a moment. So first and foremost, go ahead and go down this image of 7-3's head, which we talked about with the trailer reveal the other day. 7-3's head is still there despite the body not being there because Moro's destroyed. However, 7-3 does indeed retain the powers of regeneration and some kind of microprocessing unit inside of 7-3, maybe similar to what Cell had, that nucleus inside of his brain, activates, and as a result of that, he is, of course, he's going to regenerate. I mean, obviously. But that's not really the big twist or anything like that. This is something that we kind of already knew based on the trailer the other day. So next image here, we have an attack, what appears to be an attack on the ship of the Nut Gang, and I'm just calling them that because I can't think of a better name for them right now. We're talking about, of course, Granola and his forces. Now, in the video I did earlier this morning, I discussed how is Granola friend or foe, and it looks like he's not a friend, at least not yet. You know how Dragon Ball has a tendency to have villains become good guys over time? That might happen here, but I don't really know. So Granola, this is a pretty cool little action shot right here. I got to give Totaro credit. I like the back angle here. I love the way he has kind of this cape. You know, he kind of reminds me of a Dragon Ball Heroes character. But it also is somewhat in line with Toriyama's modern designs. And I'm pretty sure that Toriyama designed this character, although Toyotaro is obviously the main guy behind this. Toriyama is still the guy who has to deliver the primary designs, and of course, he also would design the anime versions, which would be the same thing as this, unless they make some tweaks here and there. You know, usually the animation team, whoever's the supervisor, would make actual animation changes. But before all that happens for the manga, I think Toriyama designed this character. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but I'm pretty sure it was him and not Toyotaro. Although the story is probably still going to be driven month by month by Toyotaro. Anyways, he's got this cool little gun. So based on the fact that he has a gun and he has a really good shot, he probably is not a character that has powers like a Moro. He's probably a scientist like we all kind of thought. I've seen some people say they thought he might be a Sephorian or an angel. I don't know about him being an angel. I think we need a little bit more evidence before we say that, right? I think we need a bit more evidence on that. But him being, a Ki Blast guy. I mean, remember, Miras also used the gun at first, so to hide the fact he was an angel. So he could be an angel. But I think we need a bit more clues before we actually say for certain that he is an angel. Either way, it's cool seeing these guys get fried. Next manga chapter here. Things are going to get wackier. Oh, I already took that image. Okay, next image then. Another shot here of... Let me zoom in for y'all. Another shot here of Granola. That was the image that came out earlier today. And he's got an entire... This is really very much like Mandalorian. If you've been watching Mandalorian, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't, but yeah, this reminds me of a certain ending to a certain episode and a certain thing they did in Star Wars, but it's not quite that. So what is going on here? Next manga chapter, or next manga image, I'm sorry. Okay. Yes. So this guy, this is wacky. So this guy, Granola, has an army of 7-3 androids. Not one, he has an entire army of 7-3s. And the one in the middle right there is what's actually referred to as OG-73. In fact, as you can see right there, it's literally written out, OG-73, Original Gangsta 7-3. And that's actually going to be the cliffhanger of the manga chapter. This is the last page of chapter 67. And that is Granola smiling at the fact that they have this regenerating. As you can see, he is regenerating slowly. He probably doesn't know how to tap into that ability quite masterfully yet, but he is regenerating here. And presumably they're going to take his cells and create clones. Man, there's a lot of Cell Saga stuff, isn't there? But a little bit different here. And create these clones of 7-3. So Goku and the others may have to deal with an entire gang, an entire legion of 7-3s. And that's going to be a lot more difficult than they thought. So this could indeed be one of the most dangerous threats to come around in quite some time, because if these guys all have the ability to take powers, that's bad. Now, here's where things get really sticky. If they are implanted with 7-3's cells, right, then maybe they won't have to take powers, because maybe they've already got all of the abilities that 7-3 copied. Maybe. Don't know for certain because Moral Side was blown up, but it looks like at least the regeneration aspect of it seems to be intact. So that tells me that this army of 7-3s is going to be a real problem for Goku and them. And this arc is going 10 miles, or not 10, I'm sorry, 60 miles an hour here, 100 miles an hour, because breakneck speed here, because they've already got this army developing, and who knows what will happen from there. We still don't know anything about Granola as far as who he actually is, but he looks to be some kind of scientist. Probably reminds me a bit of Few. Again, so I see some Heroes influence. He might be. Don't know for sure. Maybe he is an angel, but I don't think he is. But I'll wait and see if there's more clues in future chapters. Again, this is just the beginning of the arc. And the last image I want to talk about, this is probably the most pertinent one when you think about it. We have the Grand Priest here. This is a great image. We have Beerus getting slapped around by Zeno. You know, they say he's playing with him is what they say, but man, he's a rough way of playing. Basically, you know, Beerus is over here getting clowned on. So here's where things get interesting. So the translation for this, okay? Get ready for this one, y'all. I'm going to read you exactly what Herms sent, okay? This is what Herms wrote. He writes, Beerus is tired of playing with Zeno. The Grand Priest is thankful for Beerus' help since Zeno's 2 attendants are on vacation, okay? Beerus blames Goku for this. It's Goku's fault that Beerus broke the rules. So apparently playing with Zeno and Beerus is Beerus' punishment for Beerus' affair. That's what Herms is guessing here. So I guess Beerus disappearing, Beerus is blaming Goku even though Zeno's beating him up. And it says here, Beerus asks Whis what Goku is doing now. Whis says Goku is currently at Galactic Patrol headquarters having a party with Beerus and the others. And Beerus says, what? So yes, folks, not even one chapter. Well, no, it was about what? 3 chapters? Well, whatever. 1 chapter after Moral. Not even 3 chapters. What's 3, right? About 3 chapters since Beerus disappeared, never to be seen again. He's already back. We don't know how he's back. We don't know who brought him back. Perhaps when the full chapter comes out, we'll have complete context of this. Or we may have to wait till next chapter. But Beerus is already back. Already he's back. So, yeah. People who say that in Dragon Ball death does not matter anymore, I can't argue with them, dude. I mean, some would argue it hasn't mattered in a very long time. Some would argue it hasn't mattered since even like the Cell Saga. Some would even say even before that. But yeah, I don't know. Beerus is already back, and I don't even know if he's going to be in this arc. I mean, I guess he will be, right? They might need him to fight the army of 7-3s. I don't even know. But obviously, it's Goku and everyone else's fault for not checking to see if 7-3's head was properly destroyed, because it wasn't. And that's what's going to lead to this next arc with this scientist guy creating these clones of 7-3 to send to everybody else. So, yeah, I am digging it, though. Outside of the Beerus revival being so soon, maybe there's a plan for this. I am digging these spoilers. I'm digging the army of 7-3s, yo. which is going to give the other characters a chance to shine again. We might actually see other people fight. We might actually see Gohan fight again, and the side characters. That's cool. Do that. But if those 7-3s all have the same powers as the main 7-3, damn. It's like fighting multiple cells. Imagine how crazy it would have been. I mean, they did with the Cell Juniors, right? But the Cell Juniors were not as strong as 7-3. So just imagine how crazy it would be if they had fought like 10 cells. Not even like 100, just 10. 10 perfect cells. That would have been nuts. Because Perfect Cell was the strongest one. Anyways, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I don't even know what to tell you. I'm digging it. Let me know what you think. And we got more spoilers coming in the next 24 hours and beyond that. We're getting them a bit early this month, and I'm okay with that. Thanks again. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you all very soon.